You know, I love it when somebody brings a UTV into the show because that means I don't need to sit in the security line to get into Motorhead Garage. We have this great looking UTV and a whole lot more coming up next. Stay tuned. Hey there, welcome to Motorhead Garage presented by Top Coat. Now this is the series where we show off all kinds of great aftermarket gear for your vehicle, whether it's going to make it go faster, perform better, last longer, or whether it's going to make it safer. And that's what you do at FFR Fabrications. Brandon, what kind of gear do you have that's going to make my UTV more safe?
Well, Dave, we build roll cages, we build tree kickers, bumpers. We offer all types of products for your off-road machine, whether it be Polaris, Razor, Kawasaki, or Honda.
Gotcha. And what sets your cages apart from the other cages that are out there?
We like to use DOM material on the main structure. We also try to do good fabrication, good copes, good notch, good welding, and we triangulate the cage and brace them really well.
We talked about good material, so let's take a look. This is what we'd have on a stock UTV. Now tell me about this pipe.
It's really thin from the factory, and it's only approximately 80 thousandths thick.
Gotcha, not too much protection there. Now if somebody wants to upgrade from that, what do they usually go to?
Well, Dave, they usually go to a better material, a thicker cage. That way when they roll one over, if a rock hits it, it don't fold and bend. We have two different types of material. This is electric weld here, which is 120 watt, which is very common amongst a lot of builders, but a lot of the higher end builders will go to a DOM material. A DOM material, rock welds harder. It's been through different processes. Even though it's a mild steel, rock welds greater than the electric weld, which gives it approximately 60% more strength than electric weld.
That's amazing. And another key to making a safe roll cage is how you put it together. And you brought a great visual aid to show us.
Well, if you look here, Dave, you can tell that this is not cleaned, and these copes are horrible on this. And a lot of times that'll happen in a cage if a builder builds something too short, not long enough, and instead of scrapping it, they'll try to use it, and then they'll go ahead and try to fill them gaps, which makes the material brittle. Now, here at FFR, if we find a piece that we don't like and don't fit, we will recut it, remake it, but we'll cope it to where it's coped greater and better, and the tubing is clean before the weld. As you can see here, how these copes grasp the material a lot greater than the bad copes.
And then that translates to welds looking much better.
Yes, these welds here, as you can tell, has had to have a lot of heat put to them just to fill that gap back and forth, multiple welds. It's not clean, it's not grasping the material properly, but here we have the good copes that's grasping, almost touching on each side, has a greater weld and a lot better looking weld, whether it be TIG'd or MIG'd, and as this is MIG'd because that's usually the standard anymore.
And you said it grabs about 30% more because of the correct coping there.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's the safety aspect of things, but something everybody needs on the UTV is a tree kicker. Then they can bounce off rocks and trees and all that stuff and just keep on going without damaging their buggy. Now, you have several different varieties. What'd you bring?
Well, we brought the tree kickers for the Honda Talon 1000R, the tree kickers for the Kawasaki KRX 1000, and the Polaris Pro XP that has just came out. We brought tree kickers for those, Dave.
Well, those are the stock tree kickers. Here's a look at a custom job on your fuel-addicted motorsports vehicle. Sam, tell me about this particular tree kicker.
Yeah, we had FFR do the tree kickers. He did the cage, the doors, bumpers, everything like that on this machine for us. He actually just got it done.
And there at Fuel Addicted Motorsports, you sell FFR's products. What else do you sell?
We sell wheels, tires, shock kits, suspension, audio, seats, you name it for one of these, we sell it. We can powder coat it to the customer's specifications, however they want it, if they don't want a factory color. We do installs, or we can ship you the product.
That's what I was going to ask. Do I need to bring the UTV to you, or can you send me the parts?
Either one. If you're close to us or want to bring it in, we can do it, install, or we can ship it straight to you, and you can do it yourself.
How do you select the vendors whose products you sell?
Pretty much anything that we know is proven will work. We don't sell junk. There's a lot of it out there, but if we will run it, we'll sell it.
Now, suspension especially can be tricky, so what if I want to make some changes to my vehicle, but I don't know how to do that? Are you going to be able to help me out?
Yes, a lot of these machines, the tender springs from the factory are not very good. They're the upper springs, they collapse almost immediately, so we sell a lot of those, but you can also go to a full spring kit where you do upper and bottom springs as well. You can do revalving, and we do all that at house.
And if I don't know what I need, how can you help me?
You just tell us how you want to go with it, and then we will be able to point you in the right direction.
And where can I find Fuel Addicted Motorsports?
FuelAddictedMotorsports.com.
Well, it's just that easy. Check them out. They've got all kinds of great stuff for your UTV. We've got all kinds of great stuff still to come here on Motorhead Garage, presented by Top Coat, so do not go anywhere.